Oh, hi there. Uh, what is going on, guys? Happy 2019. Didn't think I'd live to see it this long. Anyway, currently icking everything. As you can see, blue. My betas are blue. My aquariums are blue. My little ponds are blue. My feeder tank is blue, and the 10-gallon behind me is blue. So I've moved over the stuff on this side, and I put the aquariums in a straight shot with each other. I didn't like having the big bulky tanks right there, and then having the aquarium, and then having a separate the tank, and then the other aquarium. So I just moved everything around. But anyway, I've got my betas up. Yeah, motherfucker. We good? Okay. So I've got my betas right up there. I have two betas in front of me breeding. Three of them are up there. Four of them are up there. I have six betas. And 22 of those little 1 gallon enclosures too, so can go big or go home. And update on the babies, which are over here on this side of the saltwater tank, which you can't see. They're growing. I have four of them that are absolutely stunning and they're big now. I can see their fins. And then I have one and it's tiny and I don't see it living. I really don't. I've been feeding them micro worms. I've been feeding them infusoria. I've been feeding them nematodes that I got from the filtration systems. Hence why I have not icked them yet, though. I really should ick them, but I'm worried that the ick might kill them. I don't know, so I'm just going to let it roll, and if they die, they die. I'll learn next time to ick them or not, but I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. The reason I'm going to ick them is because the water came from the 55 back here, which is blue for a reason, because everybody is covered in ick. I hadn't looked at it closely for like the last 4 or 5 days. I haven't like in-depthly looked at it, I'd say about 3 days. And I got to look at everybody, and there's ick on fins, and there's ick on face, and ick on body, and I'm like, ugh, no more ick. So everybody got icked. The water's nice and blue. I even put antifungal medication inside of there. It's this stuff right here. And you're supposed to put like one for every like 25 gallons. So I put 2 of them in there instead of throwing them in the bottom. Since my fish are stupid predatory because they get fed live things, my goldfish chase down guppies and destroy them. Like, it is crazy. I have to feed the goldfish before I feed in the feed the Oscars and the clown knife, and my freaking koi are now chasing down and smashing guppies. It's hilarious. I'm gonna have to get it for you guys on video. So anyway, update. I went to Walmart 2 days ago. I do believe it was at this point 2 days ago, and looked like my tadpole is just the surface. Looks like he's got legs now. And my new fishes are looking great inside this little 10-gallon. And there goes a ghost shrimp out of nowhere. That's crazy. Little ghost shrimp just piling it across. Epic. So I was at Walmart like a day and a half ago, 2 days ago. I'm not too sure. My days are all fucked up right now. Got some displaying going on. Give me 1 second here. There's Delta. There's Nemo. He's called Nemo because his left fin's bigger than his right. He's really displaying for her. He's showing aggression signs, which he's usually pretty aggressive. Delta is just showing breeder-ready signs. Like, she's not puffing herself out. She's kind of displaying her fins a little bit, but she's not puffing her gill plate out. So she wants to breed, and I've had Fry in there for like the last 4 or 5 days now, and he's done nothing but list on his side. So I don't think he has much longer, and that's the problem with buying old, full-grown betas, because you don't know how old they are, and it can just really become an issue. And by the way, I got some new earrings today. They look pretty cool gauge-wise. But I'm hoping to get some cool breeders out of him, because I love his color and I love her color. But anyway, back to the Walmart story. Fuck me, it's 2019 and I'm still screwed. Anyway, I slept in 2019. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even know it was New Year. I'm like, oh, damn it, December 31st. Early sleep. Yeah, see, now she's chasing him around. She's just darting real quick. She just wants to breed. But he's showing too much aggression. I just put him in there. They've only been in for like 20 minutes. But anyway, I went to Walmart day before yesterday or whatever. And I made a video on how bad the fish were and how bad they weren't. Now, I wasn't seeing ick on anything. Nothing that I could confirm to be ick. I did see some sort of small fungal infection, hence why the treatment, because of what's in the tank now. I did see a lot of dead fish, and I have a video that I didn't show you guys. And I didn't talk about it when I was there, because I shoot now, there were like 8 employees just kind of walking around me. And 3 of them were standing off the side. I even caught those on camera. And I knew the 3. They just probably didn't remember me at all. I got duct tape on the side of my dresser. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's the thing up there. But anyway, I didn't talk about it, and I could smell a rot. And I'm thinking, okay, water level's a little low. Some of the fish are on the filter. They're exposed. That's the gunk you're smelling. No, not at all. What it was there was a bag that had about 8 or 10 different species of fish inside of it. From corridors to plecos to tetras to glowfish, to mollies to guppies. Just, it was a mixed bag of rotten dead things, and the water was brown. Like, I'm like, for those of you who keep fish or who know bait buckets, that shit don't go brown overnight. I mean, that shit takes a day. I mean, it does go kind of brown overnight, but only if it's been for like 14 to 24 hours. If they've been dead for 30, 40 minutes to an hour or so, they're not going to go brown. The water isn't going to go bad, and it's not going to stink that bad. This was rot, and inside the cleaner bucket, and if you don't know, Walmart has got usually 2 or 3 different nets they use, size depending of fish they go after. And what they do, which really doesn't make any sense since Walmart's water change system is on the same circuit, it's all the same water change. It's really water being sucked out of one tank, pumped into another tank. That's exactly what they do. Trust me, I've been in the system. I've seen how it works. What was I talking about? Got the ball python looking at me. It's hungry. I gotta feed him. I got feeders in the freezer, thankfully, but I have to go get more. I'm running low. I don't have enough for the snakes. I don't have enough for the small snakes. I have plenty for the big snakes. I got like 8 or 10 feeders, but in the bucket that they have this chemical, and it cleans the nets. And I never knew what it was called. I never really paid attention. I just always filled up the bucket with water, added this chemical that usually didn't have a fucking label on it, and I stuck the nets in the bucket. And this is before I got really conscious with fish, but I was always taking care of the pet department over there, so I was always cleaning dead fish off the filters. I was always cleaning off, and if there was ever a problem with the customer, I was the one that handled it because I know how to talk to people when it comes to issues like that. I'm like, look, hold up. We just got the shipment in today. This is going to happen. That one's been there for a couple of days. Yes, I'm sorry. I've been gone for a few days. There hasn't been anybody over here. They've just been feeding them. My apologies. It's me. And they're usually pretty cool, but inside the bucket was a dead glowfish just floating on the top. Now, underneath the water, there were about 4 dead guppies in the cleaner bucket. In the bucket with the cleaning solution. So I'm like, fuck this, dude. I learned that after I got a manager. Because I was standing there for like 30 minutes waiting for somebody, and I'm like, well, fuck this. And as you guys know, I talked about picking up a couple fish, and I did pick up 5 fish. Yep, 5 new ones. 5 awesome looking new ones. And one of them I think is really fucking cool looking. And 2 of them, well, you might be able to see one listing. Kind of like just chilling right about here. I don't know where his buddy's at. He's probably hiding in the weeds. Oh, no. Yeah, he's hiding in the weeds. I got a couple goldfish that aren't doing too well. They're kind of leaning at the top, but hopefully with this medication going through. Anyway, I got a manager. I showed her what was going on with the bucket. She threw up. It was so bad of a smell, and I got to looking, and there were no price tags on anything. And they had those Oscars I was talking about, those 2 gorgeous albino tiger Oscars, and I got to look at that lady. I'm like, all right. So she's like, you need help, sir? And I'm like, yes, please. She said, all right. I said, I have a question, though. She goes, what about? I said, I want those 2 Oscars up there. She goes, okay. I said, there's one issue, though. She said, what? I said, that's not a fancy Oscar. That's an albino tiger Oscar. She goes, okay. I said, that's a fancy. And it was 3 tanks over. And I'm like, those are $11.25. I said, what's the price tag on these guys? And she's like, I don't know. I'm not even sure why that this one's not in the tank with them. I said, probably because they're not the same. She's like, yeah, they tend to do that. They tend to have one that has, the colorful, pretty Oscars, and then they have the one with blands. Bullshit, they don't, bitch. Bullshit, they don't. They keep them all in the same tank. I worked there. I had to stock the fucking fish. I know. I hated when we got betas in, dude, because this is before I was into betas, but every time I saw them, I wanted to use my discount and buy them all. Like I did. I should have used my discount and bought like 100 of them. With my discount, I could have got them all for like $1 a piece. So $100 for 100 betas, I am fucking down. As long as they're healthy betas. I don't want to buy the sick ones. I mean, if they're $1, I don't give a shit. But she's like, well, I don't know. There's like no price tags on anything. Over half the tags are missing. There were probably only like 8 tags in the entire shelf with 30 different species of fish. So I'm like, okay, well, do you know how much these are? She's like, I don't know, but she's like, honey, I'll give them to you for this price. She points at a number. She points at one of the tags on there, and it says $4.48. And I'm like, we can do that. So I picked up the 2 Oscars that you guys saw in the video. Hey, Jess. I picked up a sailfin molly. Now, this is a weird looking molly. This is what I'm associating to be a sailfin molly, because that's what I was told it was when I looked it up on Aquarium Co-op. And I bought 2 tiny little feeder goldfish. two tiny little... Damn it! I'm dying. Sorry, 2019. Hell yeah. But I have these two tiny little feeder goldfish that are now in the 20 gallon long. The main reason that was just to watch the lady chase them because she had trouble getting the Oscars. But anyway, so she puts them in bags. She was like, "You want me to put all the fish in a bag?" No. She goes, "Why?" I said, "Oscars eat other fish." She's like, "Oh, that explains it." And I'm like, "Yeah." So she puts the goldfish and the molly in a bag of itself. And she put the two Oscars in the bag, you know, with each other. I was fine with. And then she proceeded to put no air in the bag, and I had to stop her. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's like, "What?" I'm like, "You gotta put air in the bag." She's like, "I've never had to do that in the past." I'm like, "This is what you're supposed to do. I used to work here, I know." She's like, "Well, I'm not usually one that works over here." And I'm like, "I can tell." Just being a dick and fucking with her. I wasn't being a dick. I was actually having fun with her. She knew I was playing around. And I put the air in the bag, tied it myself, and then she started writing down on the bags. And the bullshit part with Sharpies is they don't want to write on the bags. What they need to do is they need to have like a thicker section or like a laminated piece of paper or something that we could tear off and write down on and stick it to them. You know, something that's going to stay easier. Just make it, you know, simpler for the people that are doing the bags. And that's not the case though, but that's what they need to do. And so she goes and she writes down, you know, the Oscars on their bag, which was like 801234. Don't quote me on that. Which would be the glowfish. No, I'm not sure what it was. It looked like some sort of. It looked like some. I don't know what the fuck it was. I didn't pay attention. I think it was the tiger barbs. They wanted like $4 for tiger barbs. That's what it was. Cherry barbs or tiger barbs, one of the two. They had the same thing. But anyway, and then she goes to write down on the bag with the goldfish in it. She's like, "Well, it's not ready." So she writes down on a piece of paper. Okay, no big deal. So I carry him up front. I'm all happy as shit. He's got a great deal. Didn't have to spend $22. I'm going to spend $9 on two Oscars. Two albino tiger Oscars that are bomb as hell looking. I get up front. I go to cash out. The lady scans. The lady types in, you know, the Oscars. And, no, she didn't type in the Oscars. I had to hand her the piece of paper that had the goldfish and the molly on it. She's like, "What this?" She said, "What's this?" I said, "It's the lady in the back. She couldn't get the Sharpie to work on the paper, so she wrote them down on here." She goes, "Oh, okay." She scanned those. She grabs both bags and sets them on. She scanned the 32-inch barbecue skewers that I bought for a project that I'm going to show you all in here in a little bit. Probably in a couple of days when the temperature outside hits 52. And she says subtotal is $448. Like, what do you mean the subtotal is $448? She's like, "Well, these are $448. I'm like, "I know, but the Oscars alone themselves are $448. She's like, "Honey, I'm just telling you what it's scanning as." And I'm like, "There's two fish in this bag and three in this bag." She's like, "Honey, I don't think they're gonna worry about any. I don't think they're gonna miss two fish. You're good." Seriously? Okay. Fuck. I ain't gonna get mad. I tried. I did my best. I'm like, "Look, honey, you know, in case I get stopped by security, you'll be fine. If anything happens, I'll let them know that there's an issue in the system. It's scanned through. You're good." It just didn't print off. I'm like, "All right, bitch, you want to put your job on the line for me? All right, cool. I ain't gonna fight you no more." Because some dude behind me was like, "Hey, man, take it. Come on, man, take it. We need to get through." It's a Spanish guy, and it's not a Jamaican, but... So I go to walk out the door, and I go to walk over to the lady, not thinking that, you know, "Hey, I have 3 items that aren't in a bag. I have 2 bags of fish and a fucking and a thing of skewers." And then she walks over to me. She's like, "Make sure when you leave, sir, you hold the fish above the scanner," which because there's a vibration sonar that goes through and it pings off the unscanned barcodes or the anti-theft devices, and it makes the noise go off. And if you don't carry your fish over, it's liable to kill them. I've actually watched people walk out with feeder goldfish and come right back in about 10 minutes later because they were all dead by the time they got home. It fries their brain. So my ass is walking out with bags of fish like this, like I just stole the damn thing, like a chimpanzee or some shit walking out. And I get to the car and I tell my mom about it, and I thought it was funny as hell because I'm like, I just got, like, I don't know, $50 worth of fish for $4. So, yeah, so Jess, since you were just tuning in, all the tanks are being icked. I have some sort of ick issue going on. I knew I had ick in this tank. I've been treating that one. I'm not too sure where it came from. In fact, I'm pretty damn sure that it came from the snails. I went to my local bait store, and they're selling apple snails. They're usually great big native ones. And I bought a couple of them, and I threw 2 of them in here for about a week. And then I just started noticing about 3 days ago that there was ick. So they're getting ick treated quite a bit. And I just realized that I put a bunch of snails in here. I have about 7 of them in here. because I took those two out and threw them in there before I found the ick, because they cleaned the nice and they done a nice job cleaning the algae out. So I put them on here, and I was looking at my carp, my koi, my Oscars, and my big my big fancy Oscar, and yeah, he's just covered in like it's either ick or fungus. So I'm not really gonna go too in depth with this video and show things off, because apparently even on my heavy ass expensive high speed internet, the Wi-Fi just doesn't allow me to go live and show good quality video, because I see perfect right here. Like, there's nothing wrong here. Maybe it's just with that phone. Maybe it's with this stupid ass fucking Samsung Galaxy J7 instead of this phone. So, Jess, how's the quality on here? Like, is the quality like 720, or are we talking like 550? Like, can you see me perfectly, or am I all pixely and weird looking? My phone's at 2%. I was on TikTok for hours. And before my phone dies, it's probably gonna kick the bucket before I even get to the video I did. Come on. Okay, so there's my dragged videos. This right here, this is Vivian. This one has at 160,400 views, and it is #1.
I'm sorry that people are so jealous of me, but I can't help it that I'm popular. I'm sorry that...
And just so you know, you can probably hopefully see it. You can't see it at all. It says 6K likes. So let's go ahead and click on the little thing here, and your boy pops up as #1. In fact, I have surpassed a big TikToker right here.
I'm sorry that people are so jealous of me, but I can't help it that I'm popular.
Now, I didn't know that this wasn't like meant to be even similar to his. I didn't even know about this one. I just kind of dicked around with it. I was in drag, and I don't think I've been drinking. I just blew weird in my head. And then I uploaded it, and then once I uploaded it, I went to the very top, which takes you to the top anyway. When I saw his, I'm like, ah, oh, damn it, man. Because it was similar, you know, I threw on round glasses, and he was taking them off. So to me, it just seemed like I was stealing his shit, but I really wasn't. I didn't watch it till it was too late. And my phone just died. So, yeah, that's #1 on TikTok right now. In fact, it made TikTok rewind, which is funny as hell. But let me try to show you the Oscars real quick. At least one of them. So there he is. My little enable flash. And you can see he's albino. The eyes are red. His little buddy's in the back over there. And as you can see, my big guy right there. And you can see the crap on his fins. All the goldfish. Yeah, look at this one. Look at it. I didn't even notice, and they came from these fuckers. So, I had antifungal tablets inside of here, because I threw them in the bottom and my fish started attacking them. And I know the stuff's not harmful, I just don't want them eating it. Because the more they eat, the less it gets in the water. And they had one of my goldfish had it running around. Like, they had the block in their mouth and they were gone. But yeah, you can see a little bit of blue back here from the anti-ick. But I had them sitting here, they dispersed in the water so the fish couldn't eat them. But look at the size of the koi. Between him and that one, I gotta check on my pleco. But yeah, on my whitefish, you can just see it on their tails. I wonder why they were acting weird, like they were listing a lot. See it growing on the tip of his tail. My poor Oscar, dude. I feel so bad. How's my clown knife? I don't even know if he's alive. You alive, bud? Yeah, you're alive. You're moving. They're just mad. I don't have any. Oh, I have a feeder. What the hell was that? What the fuck was that? Oh, that's that black ghost shrimp. I think that dude's dead. Hang on, watch this. I have barbecue skewers. Nope, he's alive. Alright, that's good to know. Good to know he's alive, but yeah, you can really see it on the tips of his fins when the camera focuses. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come on. You know you want to. Yeah, see it? Here, he's getting closer for you now. But the Oscars don't have it. But as you can see, if you can't see, the Oscars, they swim in a school together. But look at how fat the koi are. Those aren't koi anymore. Those are fucking footballs. Look at the girth on that thing, dude. And then Krabby is over here all pissed off because she hasn't got to eat yet. She's been doing a good job of picking off the dying goldfish. I've only had one die off, or she picked it off. I'm not too sure what happened, but I got a couple of them that you can see they're just not swimming right, and I'm just waiting for them to die, like that white one right there. So I'm not gonna get any more Oscars because they do get big and they are predatory, but I will be getting one more koi. And the main reason for that is OCD from hell, and it's an odd number. And now my brother and his kids are here, so now the fucking house is gonna get loud because I'm not gonna go into that right now. So there is my new Molly. There's both of the little goldfish. You see they are tiny, teeny tiny little fellas. They're freaking adorable. I don't care, they're adorable. And turns out these male guppies, guys, those are breeder size. Those are full grown. We're down to one tetra. Both my tetras have died except for that one, so I'm really bummed out about that. But yeah, all these males are breeder sized. As you can see actually back here. Oh shit, maybe you can't. Come on, you gonna do it again? He was just courting that, he was just trying to court that female. Here we go. Maybe we'll see it again. Yeah, see his movements? Look, he's trying to, yeah, see he's trying to court her. They were all doing it the other day. Like, everything was perfect. Conditions were great. And it was, like, amazing. And I think these two were doing it. No, I just spooked them. Nope, nope. See, they're doing it. Look, they're doing it. See how close he is? See how no matter where she goes, he is on her? That's courting right there. He's trying to breed. Look at that one, though. Jesus. I hate that it focuses so closely. But yeah, some of these have just got really nice tails, like that one. I mean, he's just super colorful. And those males are full grown, apparently, and yeah, see, he's still chasing her around. Now there's another male on her. She's kind of fighting them. Yeah, look at them all, look at them all. Now they're all going after her. So every now and then I will find ones that have really jacked, yeah, look, see, look, they're all just around her now. I have found a couple of my males with really jacked up tails. There's a teeny tiny little baby just swimming around in here. And the main reason for the jacked up tails is because they've been fighting. And it'll do that. Let's see if we can't also play Spot. Look at that Tetra glow, man. I fucking sucks my Tetra dry. There's just a random ghost shrimp. I'm shocked he's still alive inside of here, but the puffer sadly passed away. I ended up putting him back inside of here, and I don't know what happened. I'm not sure if the Tetras got him. I don't know. Maybe it was the. I think maybe it was the Banjo Cat, because the Banjo Cat's been doing a nice job of picking off the sick guppies, which isn't uncommon. I have put new breeder guppies in here, and they just died in a matter of days. But you can see his tail right there. I got a big pleco in here that I'm about to take out and throw in this tank back here. But as you can see back here, she is fat, pregnant, ready to burst. She's full of eggs right here in front of me. She's a football. And I've got that monster female in here. There she is. So all my girls are going to get pretty big. None of the males are trying to court her, but she swims funny. She swims at an angle. But yeah, there's the Molly. Look at him. Just an app. Let's see if we can't get the flash on him. I gotta clean the tank off. Just an absolute stunner. And I mean, he's in good condition. The only reason I got him was because he was in good condition. So I mean, I got the Oscars for free. I did. And I'm not too sure here. What's confusing me now is because, yeah, better without flash. With flash, it picks up all the watermarks on the outside that I don't usually see. So I'm gonna come up here with some cleaning supplies here in a minute and clean it all and make some better video. And actually, I'm gonna start making more videos with my normal camera instead of recording live. That way I can actually, get in there and clean the videos up, make them look nice, since I got an editing software now. And I was just feeding tarantulas. I'm gonna show you guys the turtle. I got him in a 20-gallon long now, just so everybody knows that it was temporary. He's absolutely loving it. He gets feeder goldfish. He gets fish pellets. I was told you could feed these to your turtles too, and he eats them. You can get up out of on the rocks here. And I've got the filter in here because, well, turtles poop a lot, and turtles don't poop normally. But if you can look back here, I want you to see all the crap by the rock that I have to just suck out of there. And he's looking at me right now like, you got food? Look at him. He's learning. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Come on, buddy. Yep, look at him, gobbled. And that's the best thing about these guys floating is they're going to stay on the surface for a while. And even once they do sink, they just poof up. But it's funny watching them chase them in the current. I've got the current kind of high for a reason. And I think what I'm actually going to do is turn it around so it's facing this direction and blowing over and just getting all that crap out. Hey. It's too far away. Come on, try again. Come on, try again. You can do it. There it is. That's yours. Good boy. Or girl. I'm not sure, actually. No, you're a boy. Your claws are long as hell. Come on, over here. Come on. Get his attention with dropping some of them closer to his head. Bloop. Now, just for the record, guys, whenever I'm bass fishing, I have to avoid these guys when they're full-grown adults, along with snapping turtles and soft shells and things like that. Because if you're using a surface lure, you saw how quickly that thing went by his head and he just popped it. So if it's a big turtle, like a snapping turtle, I mean, they get upwards of 80 fucking pounds. I mean, I've caught them at 80 pounds before. You look at alligator snap turtles, they're not going to come up, chase food down. They wait for it, they wiggle their little tongue lure, and then the food comes to them. But you just throw some of them in the goldfish tank. They all ran to the bottom thinking it's sinker food. But I mean, you'll be doing a topwater frog, and just bloop, here they come. I've hooked many turtles, and thankfully they've let go. But now he's over here, so it'll make it easier for him to eat. And someday soon, I will be getting the tank cleaned up, but I'm not too sure about my job status right now. So I was cleared to go back to work on the 29th, okay? I went in on the 27th. No, I was cleared on the 26th to go back to work. Well, I couldn't make it in on the 26th, so I went on the 27th. And what they had done at my job was they had taken me out of the system because I was on like a work release type deal because of having conjunctivitis. I couldn't work, so they wanted to wait until I had the proper paperwork. So they shut my badge down so I couldn't clock in and start working. So it makes sense. So I went up to what's known as a time ninja, and everybody's to the surface now because they've ate all the pellets. Here comes Oscar. Bloop! You gonna do it? You gonna do it for us? I know the goldfish will. Bloop. This one is cool. He's real surface prone. I like him. I really do. He's the kind that once I get bigger, he's gonna jump off and tag your finger. Let's go ahead and sit back down here so I can talk to you guys. So with work, so with all that being going on, you know, they took me out of the system and all. I didn't give a shit. I actually was okay with it. I'm like, okay, well, I went on the 27th. I gave my paperwork and I had till the 29th to deliver the paperwork. So I didn't have to go on the 27th. So what happened was, me and my buddy ended up having to sit in the car for 10 fucking hours. But we drove around, put in applications, because we're both sick of the fucking job. And he couldn't go in because they refused to let him work till he got his medical paperwork in due to all his doctor statements because of all his points. And the points were because he was in the hospital, because he was sick. Same with us, you know. When he was down, we had no choice but to be down. There's a little sailfin coming around. Look at him. Look at him. He is so majestic. I'm gonna get him a girl. I'm gonna get him a girlfriend now. Definitely. He's too pretty not to get a girlfriend for. Little baby Molly's. Looks like he might have a little bit of Dalmatian in him. But I'm not sure what he is. If you know what kind of Molly that is, let me know in the comments down below. I keep calling it a sailfin just because that big ass fin on the back, and I've never seen a Molly with that kind of fin till Aquarium Co-op, so I'm just kind of assuming that's what it is. But I take my paperwork aside and I go to scan my badge. Well, I about break my hip 3 different times on the turnstile. You have to scan your badge, walk through the turnstile, then you have to go through a metal detector, then you have to go back, scan your ship. Well, since they had cut my badge off, I couldn't scan into work. I couldn't go through the turnstile either. So I had to sit there till 7 o'clock in the morning. I clocked in. Got there by 6. By it was like 5:45. We got there. I sat there till 6 o'clock to go inside for me to clock into work. Then I had to sit till 7 till a time ninja came in because there was nobody back there in the HR center, and there was nobody at the time ninja desk, which is just some lady who does all the times and shit and fixes stuff. And so I had to wait till 7 for her to come in. So I sat in the car with my buddy. Well, 7:10 rolls around. I gave her about 10 minutes leniency to come in, get her day started, so just bombarding her immediately. And I go inside and I give her my paperwork. She goes, take it back. She goes, okay. I gave it to them, and they said they'll give you a call, and they'll let you know when you're able to come back. I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm thinking, okay, this should be tomorrow. She's like, it could probably. She said she said it could be tomorrow. It could be a week from now. Okay, I don't really like that idea, but that's what they do. And the main reason it was gonna take so long is because they were all on vacation still. Apparently, they get like a week and a half of vacation. So yeah. And there was one person back there, and that was the only person who didn't go on vacation that decided they were going to come in. So I've been waiting a week and 3 days. So this was the second now, and that was the 27th, 28, 29, 30, 31, 5 days now, 6 days now, 7 days now. We're just going to go ahead and call it a week now, just to kind of get my brain at rest, make it me even a week. And no call, nothing. And the thing is, I can't just go into work. Because if I'm still at the system, I can't even talk to management. I have to talk to a time ninja to talk to a manager for me. And that shit never works. So I just keep calling in and asking them, hey, hello, my name is Kenneth Watson. Y'all fuckers ain't called me back yet. I have to pay bills. The fuck are you doing? You know, thank you, bye, click, you know, and nothing. Nothing. She told me, like, if they don't call you after the weekend, you know, let me know. And this was before Monday, before the fucking 1st. So I'm thinking, okay, you know, Saturday, Sunday, no big deal. And then Monday and Tuesday rolls around, and I'm like, the fuck? And then today's here, and I'm like, alright, I'm calling these fuckers again. I really need a drink of water. I didn't have any water bottles down here. So, not too sure what's going on, so I've been putting in job applications. I'm going to be putting one in. I put one into the zoo already. So I hopefully should be getting a call back for that. He's over here playing in the stream. I fucking love that. So yeah, I mean, no, I haven't finished it yet. I have to do the whole segment essay part of what I know about animals, which for people on here is not a lot. I know a lot more than y'all think. I just don't own those kind of animals because I don't want to. It's like Venus. That's my shit. That's really my shit. Really my knowledge is where I really excel at. So do this. I play with copperheads, water moccasins, and timber rattlers for fun up here at the local ponds and creeks and reservoirs and, you know, trails and forestries and yeah, it's funny. Oh, but anyway, I had a few people commenting after the Tariba video game, the video that I did where the phone died on me. By the way, I was in the car for 2.5 hours without my phone. I like to have died. Anyway, here is the figurine. This is what I got in the mystery box. And this is actually a mystery box item. Now, they're rare. It was like a, I don't know, new thing they were doing or something they were trying, or I just got lucky. I'm not too sure what the fuck it was about because I haven't seen them since. Other than like, like 3 days after I saw another one. I didn't have any more plays, so I said, screw it. Damn it, I'm allergic to Jess. Every time she comes around, just can't breathe. I'm nervous around people. So I didn't play it last time, but it's only a box in the middle of the game, and there's a UFO claw machine. It's on top of this little piece of board thing, and there's like ping pong balls underneath it, and you gotta just knock it off. Well, thankfully I got there last minute, and everybody else kind of gave up on it. It was teetering, so I just kind of walked up, put a bucket in, ping, knocked it off. So it was, you know, no big deal. I didn't know what the fuck it was, and it was just sitting in a mystery box. Really, the box itself was a white box, and had a question mark on all 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot how many sides are on a square. 6. Fuck me. So I know what I was getting, and it said it could be anywhere from miscellaneous keychains to electronics to figurines to plushies to what was the other thing? A little Totoro, yeah, Totoro, whatever the fuck it is, that weird little bear thing, you know, which was like the main thing everybody wanted on there. So I got an anime figure that holds, well, my Netflix remote now. Like, why the fuck not? And I am into anime, but I'm just not into. To me, this is just. I don't know. It's weird, honestly, because I fucking people walk down here and say like, "Oh my god, you freak!" It's like, no, bitch, no. Like, oh, it's like owning things that you don't know you own, and you have them, you find them a year later. It's like, when the fuck did I get that? Walk into your buddy's house and you find his blow up doll in the closet. It's like, oh, okay, I know what the fuck you're doing there. It's weird, okay? It's weird. My fucking buddy keeps looking at me. You ordered that on accident, didn't you? Like the vibrator. It was an accident. That really was an accident. That's the fucked up part. That was an absolute accident, but this earring is absolutely fucking awesome, dude. I love this thing. It feels like an actual. It's actually steel, stainless steel, and it's that weird metallic metal that's all colorful and shit that they put on there, and it looks so cool. That thing is staring at me. Look, this is my view right now. Look what he's doing. He's just all on my side of the tank. Before I started recording, he was all over the place, and this is the only place he's hanging out. He just keeps going up and down. He's probably hungry. You hungry, fella? I'm trying to get all my fish trained when I tap on. Yep, he's hungry. Spoiled little bitch. Told you he was hungry. Look at that. That's freaking funny. But I was actually in the process of feeding tarantulas when I started doing this live, and so far the only tarantula that I actually got fed was the purple bloom up here and the striped knee, which the striped knee had one aside, and it had been in there for like 3 days now, and I'm like, she's not going to eat it. She's full. She doesn't want it. And I don't like leaving feeders in there with my tarantulas because it can become dangerous. For the tarantula, you know, they can bite, you know, crickets can bite pretty badly. So I took it out and I ripped its head off, you know, tore the body off, and I threw it inside the fish tank, and the Oscars made short work of it. The main reason I did that is because I don't have feeders right now. I have to go get feeders. And I've got like $220, so I can afford feeders. I can't get there yet. And I was planning on going today, but my nephew had an appointment, and my mom had a mammogram appointment, and it was like 2:40 by the time I got back, and I'm like, you know what, just fuck it. They've driven a shit ton of day anyway, so fuck it. Yeah, you can see the pellets are falling now, so they're chasing them. Oh, my poor Oscar, man. I feel so bad for him. I really do. I'm losing weight in my face finally again. Look at that jawline. And that big ass chin. What the fuck is that Jay Leno shit working here? Yep, that koi got it. He's like, mine! I just cannot get over how big the koi have gotten so fast, man. Like, everything in this tank has grown quickly except for the Oscar and the clown knife. They're around the same size still. But the goldfish and the koi have just blown up in their weight class, and it's absolutely stunning to see that happening. Turtle's looking at me. He probably wants more pellets. I'm not giving you any more right now, fatty. You're done. Yeah. But just purple bloom here. So that's fine. This is alright. Okay, no big deal. But yeah. So losses include puffers, and that's it. Knock on wood. So I lost the puffer, sadly. That's pretty sure the tetras or the banjo catfish ganged up on him. Yeah. Yeah, I took him out of the tank after I found him kind of leaning a little weird, and I put him in that little jar again, and I put the oxygen in there, and he was dead by the next day, so I just let the snails have him.
Can I throw a new pufferfish?
Nah.
No, I'm a pufferfish.
Nah, he was aggressive.
Well, he needs his own tank.
Yeah, I'll go and I'll buy another one of these small little 2.5 gallons back here, and he'll have his own little tank.
Why are you putting one of those?
I hate round tanks.
Oh.
So with something like that, like fish tanks, I like to be able to view them, look at them. You can't be seen. No, you can't. And with the betas, you know, I don't have to put filters on them, so I don't have to worry about them every couple of days. Just change the water and feed them. And like I like to look at the betas, so when they swim by, I like to look at them. But Jess waved at you.
Where are the babies?
No, they're not in there anymore. They're in there.
Where are the babies?
In there. Boop. Oh god, don't break things. Okay, cord. Ah, you've been seen on camera. You're on camera, Counter.
Which one? This one?
Yeah. My sister back here looking at the betas. I see her ass still.
Oh I'm not in the mood to be on camera, so.
Punch her in it.
I see you, baby.
But yeah, I've only got 4 of them left. 5 of them. 4 of them are huge. I can see the fins and things like that. And then one of them is just... He ain't gonna make it, I don't think. But, yeah, I got a migraine. It's hot as fuck down here. I'm glistening. Just Jesus, it's warm.
I
But
see eyeballs.
that snail, I think, is dying. I think I'm gonna take it out. Huh? They're hiding in the plants. What plants? There's a big ass... There's a small ass Anubias plant inside there. It's too...
Where they're not hiding
It's
in the
-2 there. Girl, it's like 45 fucking degrees, so you're supposed to be 50 for the next week. I'm about to go fishing. Again. Do what?
How many is that? I only see one baby.
Yeah, just kind of bump the Anubias. It'll just move. It just floats there.
No, I know. I'm talking about the other thing. There's nothing. There's no fish under that.
Yeah, there are.
Oh,
You got it's a spectrum. You gotta kind of look at it. You can't just look at the surface or the bottom. You have to look in the midsection. I do it all the time. I'll look there and I'll miss them all the time.
I done moved it though.
You're not looking below. Look around the edges. Look up high from the top. Don't look from the bottom. Look from the top. Look on the edges. Well, bring your ass over here and I'll take you fishing. We don't have any real crazy fish. We've got bluegill and bass, crappie, catfish, all different kinds.
Oh, there's a few on the bottom, but they look dead.
Probably are. Tap the tank. They should jolt away usually.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that one's not dead. A couple of them look black though. I might want to check them.
Yeah, they're probably toasted.
Oh dear God! Look at the bottom of this. It's quite cute, man. You got one of those sucker things? Poking?
Yeah, I got a
Oh, are you
pipe.
on these?
Yeah, it's pipettes with the four. Just be gentle. But yeah, I'm just hoping that I'm clearing up the ick or fungal going on in the aquariums right now, and that means I'm having.
Dead.
If it's confirmed dead, suck it out. But I'm gonna have to ick my upstairs tank, and I'm actually running low on ick now. And along with this stuff, I probably have a little under half a bottle. I wish with all this kind of stuff you had like a gauge you could see on there, but that's not the case. But I'm gonna have to go to Uncle Bill's and pick those up, and I have to get feeders more than anything. Just because my Oscars are predatory, and these little Oscars got their first taste of real live food.
I put the dead ones in here.
Yeah, just make sure you add a little bit of water from the tank just in case. I've done that with the betas where I thought one was dead, and I went and sucked up with the pipette, and it started fucking freaking out. And I'm like, oh okay, put you back in.
No, they're
Let me
dead.
see.
They're gone.
Yeah, look at that, guys. She's right. 2 dead baby betas. Trying to get him to be able to move for you here. Yeah, see him right there. That's a bummer. All the dead small fish. I got a little bucket over here that I'm cultivating little plants in, and I just pour them into it. That way, also on top of it, if it is alive still, being a beta, it's gonna survive. And it's not all the small fishes like the dead guppies, because they're gonna break down in the water, and the plants are gonna use that as food, and they're gonna grow faster. And it's all algae, and it's not algae, it's moss. So I need to check on my banjo catfish really quickly. Actually, I gotta check and see if his ick levels are high or if there's none at all. So I'm gonna move this stupid anime figure out the way. I'm gonna send that to somebody. Lucky viewer number 45. You get the thing. You get the horny Asian doll. So my pleco's underneath here, and there's so much poop. I'm gonna look at the pleco. No, I'm not. The pleco's out of here. Okay, some of you are gonna call me barbaric, but with banjo catfish, you can actually have them out of the water for around 8 minutes. So just gonna give you a quick view. Here's my big banjo. He's doing great. Little skinny underneath, in my opinion. Nice tail on him. He's grunting right now. But they have such tiny mouths. It's so hard to feed these guys.
I found you.
Just set him back in there. My dad thought he was dead the way when I moved him around in the tank about a week ago. He just kind of like floated down to nothing more. That's what they do.
That one.
It doesn't take long. And quick question, anybody out there who knows about plants? What the hell is this thing? Oh, there with my blowgun.
Trying to take the north pole. You need the lot. Where'd the lot go? Just be safe on the comment.
Like, what is this thing? I'm not entirely sure what it is. I've never seen it before, and I bought it along with 2 cacti, and it cost me $8. Indeed. Whoa! I've got filters! Let me look at them for you. Yeah, you got one. Yeah, you got 2 of them in there. Oh, they're very small. Yeah. Oh, I just gave myself a fucking migraine. Oh, yeah.
Hey, girl.
You want to feed him some of them pellets right there? Get you about 8 or 10 of them. Just drop them in front of him in the area that have water moving. Make sure he sees your hand so he knows what's going on.
What?
She can't hear you.
What bottle?
Boop.
I'm coming.
Did you put him on the rock? I said the area that didn't have the moving waters. Fucking put him on the rock. You can't even see him on the rock. Fucking dipshit. But yeah, the cactus was like $8, and we haven't had any cactuses. It's wintertime. They never sell cacti. So when I found it, I was like, ooh, sweet. And it came with this and that other plant because they were both brown and dying. And it was just a throw together bucket. They were just gonna throw it away. Because with the cactus, it wasn't getting sold, and it was the only one left, and these 2 were dead, apparently, so they were going to throw them away and sold them. I've had them for about 3 days now, and they're lush and green again, and that one's starting to grow and open up a little bit, and the cactus just looks cool as hell. Ah! Fuck! Ow! Got me! Ow, fuck. It wasn't that bad. I've had worse things prick me there. Context, stay out of the context. But no, so I mean, $8 for the cactus is a little outrageous, but the fact that I was getting 3 plants in, two other plants, you know, I kind of saw, yeah, just shut up. I kind of saw like the real value of it here, because I have no idea what that is, but I know what this is. These ones usually get pretty colorful in the summertime once they bloom. This one, as you can kind of look, it's already starting to pot off. It's starting to sprout. And I'm actually going to mist those down so they run down into the soil. Because what will happen is, these guys are asexual, so they breed on their own. No real pollination needed for this kind, apparently. And I've had these in the past. We had one for a long time. We called him Pedro. We had him for like 13 fucking years. Dude was like tiny as hell. He never got any bigger than this. Once he hit that point, he stopped growing. And we had a bunch of bitches with him, as my dad called him, his little chicas. And, they didn't make it, so he killed off his girls, apparently, like a little asshole he did. Before that, what happened was, once he bloomed and sprouted, once the girls bloomed and sprouted in their individual containers, the pods fell off, and they kind of opened up like that, and they opened up on top, and the seeds kind of rolled down into the soil, and the baby started growing around them. So it was pretty cool. So right now my fertilizer is literally chicken sand from outside. Okay, itching my nose. I kind of hurt a little. Jess just died. It won't close. There we go. So I mean, yeah, it's chicken fertilizer. It's sand and manure that's been outside for months. And this is actually from the first time we moved the chickens. So this was before summer ended, by like 4.5, 5 months before summer ended. So this is no longer like pure poo. It's all the broken down and, you know, nutrients and stuff. There's a lot of stuff growing back here now that would never grew back here. In fact, when we had the chickens prior, the reason we had it there is because nothing fucking grew, so we didn't really care. And then now that the chickens are gone, stuff's growing everywhere back here. So we're just gonna kind of monotonously move them, you know, farther from back to the front. I think what I'm really gonna do is I'm just gonna go back here and strip the soil and take a bunch of the stuff we have now from it and spread it around since it's cold weather. You know, it's not gonna smell, it's not gonna go bad, it's just gonna get real sticky and nasty back here for a couple of weeks. Then eventually it'll go away. But yeah. So I'm pretty excited about that. I've got so many fucking snail eggs, I don't know what to do with them now. I just came in here like 2 days ago, and check for snail eggs, and already I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God. 6, 7, 8, 9. There's probably about 13 or 14 new egg sacs with babies with eggs inside of them. So this is a container that I have all the snails inside, and I have a bunch of fresh snails that have hatched. There's a bunch of little white dots all around this, and I mean, there's so many eggs in here. Look at all that. It's just nothing but eggs on that piece of aquatic moss. Oh, and by the way, those seeds that I bought, I don't know if I talked about these, those lily seeds that I bought, they're not a joke. Here's proof. This one's sprouting, and it looks nice. So I was going to put it in 55 so it had plenty of room to grow to the top, but then I put one there that was kind of opening to test it, and the crawdad ate it, and I knew it was going to happen, and I still let it happen. So just quick turn around on the camera here. We've got the big pleco, who's looking a little worse for wear still. We got my tadpole back there. I actually want to catch the pleco and look at it and check its underbelly and see how it's doing, because I'm worried that it's not getting enough, and I really want to transfer. So just be really quickly about this. 3, 2, 1, and snatched. Yeah, your stomach's a little thin. Plecos are extremely hardy, guys, so this isn't going to hurt it either. It's going to be yellow, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure of sex. Maybe y'all can see by the fins what sex it is. I'm hoping I have a male and a female here. They were both really big when I bought them. Here we go. I mean, I'm not seeing ick on her, which is pretty cool. And plecos are usually pretty good about not getting ick. She's vibrating, but her belly is not too thin. But I still don't like it. It's grunting. I didn't know plecos grunted. So since we are ick treating and it's all the same water temperature right now, in she goes. She is slimy. Her fins are slimy, so I do believe that's a good thing. Oh, and I have to get more cucumbers for the plecos. That's right. So I'm just gonna feed the whole tank now, since I just fed off that little pinch to the Oscar, to the yeah, that dude. And I like it to be noted that after I fed him, look, he's no longer here. In fact, where the hell did he go? Where are you, dude? There he is. He's back. He came over for the food. But yeah, he was no longer in this section anymore. So he is pretty well trained. I'm actually digging that. But as of right now, guys, I'm actually going to pop off here. I'm working on breeding Delta and Nemo. Really don't want to breed Delta with Nemo. Main reason is because I just don't care for the color pattern that's going to give. I mean, they're going to be blue. And I'm hoping for some silver blues like I have going on right now with my vanilla female. But she's got eggs, but she's not really receptive right now because she is still a small female. So I'm going to let her absorb these guys, give her about another 3 weeks, fatten her up, get her a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to introduce her to Nemo. But as of right now, we're doing another breeding with Nemo, and we're going to attempt to breed him with Delta, because last time we bred Nemo with Connie, which is the red female halfling that I have. And she's pretty small. In fact, she's small. She's actually bigger now than the vanilla female that I got now. So I'm going to give it probably about another 2 months, maybe another month before I try to breed the vanilla female. Just because they can breed doesn't mean you have to breed them right now. You know, if you breed them when they're young, you're not going to get nearly as much brood out of them, and you're not going to get nearly as healthy of a brood. You want to wait till they get fully grown, fully mature, and then you're more likely to get a bigger haul and a better quality fish. Something that's going to be stronger and live a lot easier and be hardier. At least that's what I'm seeing now from people online. But I'm just glad I have success. We're going to try to show you. I'm going to try to show you a couple of baby betas real quick. Water is scummy on top, which I don't like, but where the fuck you go, dude? Well, that's one right there I can't show you, apparently. I'm not entirely sure where he's at around here, but I am going to ick the water. Yeah, see, look, my sister said she couldn't find any. They're chasing the plants down. Look at that tiny little fella right there. Oh, phone died. Well, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully you get to see the tiny beta. Oscars!